All righty, Patriots. It's Friday night. The work week's over, and the weekend officially kicks off right here, right now, with the conservative viewpoint. Let's throw open the doors and unleash the truth. Tonight, we're not just closing out the week, we're igniting a firestorm. Welcome to the conservative viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative. We've got a packed agenda, a veritable arsenal of truth bombs ready to detonate. First up, the legendary Tom Homan, the man who doesn't mince words, has delivered a scathing, no-holds-barred reaction to AOC's latest antics. He's calling out the hypocrisy, the radicalism, and the sheer absurdity of her rhetoric, and he's not holding back. We'll dissect his powerful message and expose the disconnect between the radical left's fantasy world with the harsh realities of border security. Then buckle up, because DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, has uncovered a scam so massive, so audacious, it will make your head spin. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar scheme, a taxpayer-funded heist that will leave you outraged and demanding answers. The level of corruption and ways to staggering it is way too staggering, and we're going to expose every single detail. And because it's Friday, we're throwing the lines open. That's right, it's Phone In Friday. You, the Patriots, backbone of this nation, get a chance to take center stage. Call in, sound off, whatever you feel like talking about. Let your frustrations out. Share your insights. Ask your burning questions tonight. The airwaves belong to you. Anything you want to talk about, from the latest political firestorms to the culture battles raging across the nation, we're here to listen. Today, we're not just closing out the week. We're watching a weekend of truth and empowerment. We're not just reporting the news or sparking a revolution. We're not just speaking to power. We're taking back our country. So grab your phones, Patriots. Let's make some noise. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we celebrate the victories, expose the corruption, and defend the values that make America great. The show begins now. Hi, everyone. How you doing today? Tonight, I might as well say, right? I'm glad to see you guys tonight. We are without Rumble, I see. And hi, Vic. She is over in Rumble. You can still chat on Rumble, but the video is not running. The live stream is not running. Rumble was having trouble today whenever I was loading the show, and I see Vic over in X, and it would not load. I tried to load it here when I got back on, and it did not work. So they are without video, but you can still chat in the chat box, which I don't get a lot anyways over there, so not a big deal. But for all of the other guys are here, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I hope we have a great night tonight. Got a lot of stuff to go over, guys. A lot of important stuff that just came in after I made up the show. So we're going to go over those real fast because I got some great videos we got to watch tonight. So we're going to get busy. We're going to say hi to Getter. We got Texas John over there. We had Vix over there. We always start off slow over there. Hopefully you guys will pick up over there tonight, but it's always slow on a Friday night over in Getter. So we'll get busy with them here shortly. So, all right, let's close that out. And we got Cloud Hub. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got X. Welcome, everyone, to the show tonight. Don't forget to say hi. Phone lines are going to be open anytime. You guys, whatever you want to talk about, it's up to you. Now, some people said they couldn't see the number, and I made it bigger. So does that number work for everyone? Is anything cut off so everybody can see it? So tonight is going to be a phone-in winner on this T-shirt back here. It's going to be the second one when we're ready for it. Not yet. But the second person to call in tonight is going to be the winner of this shirt. So when I say we'll get ready, we'll get set, and we'll go to do it. And then we're going to watch a video and everything. So let's get ready to say hi to the one, the only Wimpkin Patriots, the Wimpkin Warriors in here. They are the awesomest. Oh, on WIMKIN.com. If you have not done it yet, download the app. Come on, guys. Try it out. Keep loading them up. You'll love it. Non-censor-free sites. You guys will love it. Don't worry. Get in here, try it out. What's you got to lose? You can delete it if you don't like it, but you will stick around once you hear us in chat and get to these people in here. These Wimpkin Warriors are the best ever. Let's say hi to them. We've got Colin from Scotland. What's going on, Colin? What up, Lee? We got Jerry Kruger, who does a show here too during the week, during the weekend. Whenever he feels like popping up, he'll pop up. And he was on today at 5. I didn't get to go to the show. I was out of town earlier. So I got to jump on real quick, and I had to jump back off again. And just take a look out for him, guys. You'll love it, okay? And then you got Vic, Violent Vixen 29, does Rebel Chick with a Cause. She was on right before me today. Yes, sir, 7 to 9. Great show she always puts on. And you guys don't want to miss it. You'll find it on X. You'll find it on try anywhere you should find it. Violent Vixen 29. Look up the Rebel Chicks with a Cause. Dig it. It's great. You'll love it. All right. We got Tammy. There's Tammy. Hi, Tammy from Texas. We got Tammy, Texas in there. I love it. Harris, what's happening, Harris? We got them all going on in here. We got them rolling in. And there's Renee. Renee hasn't been on for a while. Hi, Renee. John M. What's that? Sean live. Wow. I am feeling so honored. We've gotten Sean from Texas 3 times, I think, this week. I think it's been 3 times. It's awesome. Sean. Oh, yeah. Gotta love it, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have call girl status now. That's me. Thank you, Sean, for acknowledging that. I appreciate that. 1-800, never mind. Okay, here we go. What we got going on, guys? I'm glad you're here. Anyone new to the show, welcome. We love having you. Don't forget to tell me hi in chat because I can't see you unless you're in there. Sean's over and get her. Check it out right there. I see you right there. And please don't forget to tell me hi. I can't see you unless you tell me hi. I don't see who's all watching the show unless I see something that you type. Hi, kiss my ass, whatever you want. I can handle it. Bring it up. And we got Maryland, Sean from Maryland in there. We got to loving that. 5 times from Maryland. Got to love the 5 times, man. And I don't care what you give me the middle finger. I don't care. Bring it up. Show it to me. I know you're there. That's all that matters. Getting fights with liberals is great. I still did with these idiots in Facebook, still sit there and think that these illegal criminals are allowed due process. Well, that's one of the things I think I put it in here about habeas corpus, and the White House is thinking about wiping that out for now while this invasion of our country is put under control. We'll see what happens with that, but I think I got something on that here earlier or later on. But let's get into this, guys. Like I said, we want to get rid of these videos real quick, or these articles real quick, so we can watch these videos because we got some great ones. Let me start off with this one first. I'm going to show you a video here real quick. And this one was Scott Jennings. Take a listen. I can't even explain this one.
Watching him on The View today and watching some of the interviews he did over.
Thank you for your viewership.
Yeah, I saw it. It's rare for me, but I did watch it.
You like Anna. That's what it is.
I will just say, watching him over the last few days reminded me that a whole bunch of people were telling us with a straight face that this man was capable of serving another 4 years as president. And that these appearances, coupled with what I understand is going to be the equivalent of a nuclear bomb dropped on the Democratic Party when Jake Tapper and Alex Thompson's book come out next week, I don't know that the Democrats have fully internalized what's about to happen to them. Between what he looks like today and what they're about to report, get ready.
I am not sure that Joe.
You just said that
what
he
did
told.
not say?
You said that he told Kamala Harris that she could not have any distance
False.
from him.
It's been reported. He told
It doesn't
her
matter what he
point
was.
blank. He told her point blank, no daylight, kid, no daylight.
Because reporting can never be wrong.
Are you attacking the journalism around it?
You think reporting can never be wrong?
If you want to be
you come in, you come on here, and you attack reporting every night.
I do not.
We actually asked him the question
There's critical
directly.
reporting about this guy, and he told her point blank, no daylight.
We asked him directly today. Did you tell her that?
You think he's ever told a lie?
I don't think he tells many lies.
Cognitive decline, I can tell you that much.
I don't think he tells many lies. I don't think he's done.
Come on.
Wait. No, you know why you don't get to laugh like that? Because you support a guy who lies every freaking day and lies continuously. You support a guy who cannot acknowledge that he lost the 2020 election and that lies about it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's in Jake. Have you read it? Have you read it?
Guys, we gotta go. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Now, you hear that, dumb bitch? Joe Biden doesn't lie. That's why I had to show you guys that first. Yeah, Joe Biden never lies. That's according to her. Oh, yeah. There's not a person alive that can sit there and tell me they actually believe that. Be on fire for the Lord and you will succeed in everything you do. All glory to God. There you go there, Sean. That's a perfect statement right there. 976 Charlie. I like that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Joe Biden never lies, right, guys? Oh, it's just no problem. All right, let me put that back up here real quick. Just in case you guys feel like calling, you can see the name. But somebody's going to call tonight to win this shirt. All right, let's see what's going on here. We're going to get busy, then I'm going to show you these other videos here in a second. I got a couple of them that I'm going to show right off the bat. But let's get into this real quick. These I just added just like 10 minutes ago. You guys heard about the New York mayor arrested as Democrat Congress members stormed New Jersey ICE prison to conduct oversight visit. Well, if you're not on the oversight committee or any committee that does oversight into federal stuff, your ass shouldn't be there. You just don't show up and think you're going to get free ride to everything. Well, the New Jersey governor or mayor decided to get himself arrested. The mayor of Newark, New Jersey, was arrested Friday, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement detention facility, where 3 members of Congress also stormed the facility gate, demanding that they be allowed to conduct an oversight visit. Well, they got to get permission for this stuff, and they didn't. So they just sit there, and every damn one of those people should have been arrested. But they arrested the mayor, and of course, they're all crying about it now. Oh, yeah. You guys had to hear about that. That was funny as shit. And they need to keep arresting these people. Every one of them should have been arrested. On with Columbia University suspends dozens of students on interim basis after or over the anti-Israel protests. They suspended these students. Guess what? It's the end of the school year. They were studying for their finals. So they did it on a protest or on an interim basis until an investigation can be done. Well, they did 66 or 65 students were suspended. 33 people were barred from the campus over the protest that were not affiliated with the school. You're going to suspend somebody, right, when school's letting out anyway. So nothing's going to happen to them. They're making this look like it's all political theater, just like those idiots storming the ICE Center in Jersey. This is all political showmanship. This is what it's about. They think they're going to gain votes from doing this stuff. Pennsylvania in the house. There's Lee. Yep. Reminds me of Vegas telephone numbers and prizes. There you go. That's what we need to be, Sean. We need to turn into Vegas now. I need to get a wheel back here, don't I? Not where Trump's at. I need to get us one of those spinning wheels. Put your names in them, and it'll stop. You all win. Hey, wouldn't that be great? FGS, what's happening? We got a birthday boy, Sean in Getter. Happy birthday to Sean. Hey, Sean, how old are you, Sean? I can ask you that because you're a guy. And that don't matter. I will not ask the women what the hell old they are. You're not allowed to do that. All right, here we go. Let's keep going, guys, so we don't run out of time. All right, where was this one? And here we go. Another corrupt piece of garbage judge. Tough University doctoral student out of ICE custody after judge orders her release. Why are they listening to these piss-ass judges? They don't have the authority to tell the executive power what to do. I just don't understand it. We hear this every day, and I'm just going over these articles real fast because that's what it is. But if you have 52, Sean is 52. Man, you're younger than me, Sean. By 5 years, man. That's crazy. Sean, happy birthday to Sean and Getter. Everybody tell Sean and Getter hi or happy birthday. It's awesome. Happy birthday. You got to enjoy yourself. And you're spending it with me. I love it, man. That's awesome. Federal judge temporarily blocks Trump's lawsuit. Get this one out. Let me start over, Scratch. I need my clap. I have a clapboard. I need to do that. Federal judge temporarily blocks Trump's transit and homelessness grant conditions. Here I go again. Another executive order that these people think they can stop. A federal judge temporarily blocked the Trump administration from imposing new transit and homeless grant conditions. These were for Boston, New York, San Francisco, and other local governments. Boy, where does that sound like? Democrats. Every damn thing that Trump does, these Democrats are filing lawsuits on it. This frivolous shit's got to stop. And here's the one I told you about. The White House is considering suspending habeas corpus as part of the immigration crackdown. On Friday, Trump said his staff were looking at it. And, of course, the habeas corpus has to be approved by the government to suspend it. A writ of habeas corpus forces authorities to justify a person's confinement as being part of an illegal migrant's response to looming deportations under the Alien Enemies Act. A president does have the power to suspend the writ, but can only do so for a public safety purpose during the times of open rebellion or invasion. Bingo, right, mic drop. I don't have I have a mic, but I don't want to drop it. So there it is. We have an invasion that needs control, an invasion that's not going to get controlled if something like this doesn't happen. So then I'm hoping he does that, hoping they take it into consideration. Maybe these judges will shut the hell up. We'll see what happens. We don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, let me roll down through here. Hey, Vic's cooking burgers. Hey, Vic, I can be there in about 8 hours. Well, no, I got to finish this. 9 hours. Save me a burger. All right. Here, we got a happy birthday, Sean, over here. Yep, somebody's saying happy birthday to Sean over here. Renee, so happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're hearing happy birthdays all over the place in Wimpkin. There, Sean. Yes, habeas corpus will be suspended here very shortly. Please buckle up and enjoy the ride. Grab some popcorn and know that the military tribunals are coming to a big screen near you, living in your living room. Harris, yes, thank you for that, Harris. That's awesome. Let's get that habeas corpus done and out of here. All right, that's the first part of it. What else we got? Oh, yeah, here's one I got for you guys. And I had a video for this a couple of days ago, and I want you to listen to it. But air traffic controllers lose radar access again. This is not the first time. At Newark Airport. They've been losing this. This is the one that piece of shit Democrat tried to blame Trump on because he cut the FAA budget and all that stuff. Not the people, not the power people or nothing like that. He cut some useless pieces of garbage out, and they tried to blame him on this. It's not the fact that it's Trump's fault, but when you're working off of 1976 software and radar thing, this is what goes wrong with everybody out there. Take a listen to this. This will explain it a little bit better than I did.
Great reporting, Nate Foy. This is something. We should point out this. This is what Sean Duffy has inherited. The GAO reported last year the FAA air traffic control systems were either unsustainable or potentially unsustainable. The average age of an air traffic control tower, the majority of radar systems in the United States, is about 40 years old. The FAA is currently about 3,000 air traffic controllers short of desired levels. Let's bring in now for reaction U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Sean, Secretary, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for spending time with us and taking the time out of your busy schedule. We know you have your work cut out for you. You inherited a really bad system and a mess. Why did this scary situation occur? I mean, we know United Airlines had to pull nearly 36 round-trip flights a day when this happened last week.
Yeah, so EMAC, first, thanks for having me on the show. And by the way, I love Democrats who are now all concerned about air traffic control. They spent $1.2 trillion in the Biden era, Buttigieg era, $1.2 trillion on American infrastructure, and they didn't spend anything on air traffic control, and they knew it was getting old and needed a massive rebuild. They didn't do it. Now they're complaining during the Trump administration, we're the ones that are actually going to fix it. So in Newark, a couple things are going to happen. We're going to start the build of brand new infrastructure around telecom in the Philly TradeCon, which controls Newark. We're trying to train up more controllers in Newark, and then we're going to get the airlines together and reduce the flow of traffic into Newark so people don't wait for 1, 2, 3, 5 hours for a delayed flight, or they don't have a canceled flight. If they book.
Yeah, you heard that, and it goes on and on for another 5 minutes. But this is what the Joe Biden administration did with their infrastructure money that nobody's gotten, and nothing has been fixed. They did not fix an antiquated radar system for most every airport out there is using. And it is failing. And they did nothing with it. With all that money that they trillions of dollars, 1.7 trillion or whatever it was, 1.4, somewhere around there. But none of it went to fix real infrastructure issues. It went into their pockets and it raised the deficit, and it may cause your inflation to go up. But that's okay, guys. No worry. Nothing to see here. Walk away. It's all good. Right, guys? Hi, Alan. Got some happy. Okay, guys, let's keep going. AG, Pam Bondi, you guys are going to love this one, was covertly recorded revealing previously undisclosed information about Epstein. Just found out about this a little bit ago, and I want you to take a listen.
Yesterday, Attorney General of the United States Pam Bondi was at the White House and disclosed what she represented as brand new information in relation to Jeffrey Epstein, the existence of tens of thousands of videos featuring little children.
There are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn.
Now, this is the first time an official has publicly acknowledged that videos of Epstein and his victims exist. What you may not know is just 9 days prior, the Attorney General had a very similar conversation with a total stranger in a restaurant.
Do you know when the Epstein files are going to get released?
We hope soon. The FBI's been.
Okay.
So,
any dates?
No, you know what it is? There are tons and thousands of videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little kids. So they have to go through every one.
In the past, officials have spoken about the, quote, mountain of evidence in the Epstein case, but they've never, previous to that moment, acknowledged on the existence of videos of, quote, little kids. Just a few days later, at 2 p.m. on May 1st, our reporter sent the AG's office the text of the recording. We asked why this detail had not been disclosed to the public, but was instead being told to a random stranger at a restaurant. The Attorney General used almost the exact same language as she did with the stranger in the restaurant, language that we shared with her press office.
There are tens and thousands of videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little kids.
There are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn.
Now, we hesitated to publish this story, but believe, like we did yesterday, that the public has a right to know. And this one raises serious questions. On one hand, why did our country's highest law enforcement official share this information first not with the American people, but with a self-described nanny at brunch? But more importantly, why was this information held back in the first place? Does this show that a government apparatus is still working behind the scenes to protect powerful people involved in the scandal? Based upon the response to our Epstein story yesterday, it's clear that the American people want answers, and they want accountability.
Absolutely right. So what do you guys think? Because I know some people do not like Pam Bondi, and he just, I mean, yeah, you got to love what Project Veritas does. That's for sure, Lee. And this is just showing two-faced hypocrites. Doesn't tell us everything. Pam Bondi, Bondi, 00 nothing. Yes, this is what we're getting, guys. Remember when we're promised the Epstein client list? We don't get that. Now she's going to cover stuff and give other people information, but not us. That's a problem. David. Hi, David Nelson. Where you at there? Where you go? And he just brought up about one of the folks who loves the Roads Ruling Act of 2025 that just passed in the House. That is, the House passes ISSA legislation to stop activist judges and their rogue rulings. Thank you for that, David. It was passed. Now let it pass the Senate, and it's all golden. And they get these judges the hell out of it. This will be the first time these Republicans actually do something that should have been done a while ago. This shouldn't have got this far. All right. Thank you for that, David. All right. Here we go. Anti-Israel mob descends on Brooklyn College in New York City as agitators brawl with police and get tased. This is getting out of hand. It's gotten out of hand. And Vic showed that thing with Rotten Crockett, Sean, the Rotten Crotch, Crockett, Jasmine Crockett. Yeah. She running her mouth, and she's not even from the hood. And she's talking like she is from the hood. And now she's from Texas, and she's still talking like she's from the hood. And this is the stuff that's getting ridiculous. These people, these terrorist sympathizers are attacking police, and these people will be out with no bail, with no problem, because it's New York. Pam Bondi is on that list of Jeffrey Epstein. There is too many people on that list of Epstein, and that's why we're not getting it. Jasmine Rotten Crotch Crockett. Damn, thank you, Sean, again. I got to count on Sean to remember that because I can't. I should write it down on my table somewhere on my desk so I have it on there. That's perfect. I love that saying. All right, let's keep going here, guys. These people need arrested, and they need thrown in prison. And give them the choice. Stay in prison or go to Afghanistan or Pakistan or any of those places. And they stay there. That's their choice. Trump, Biden's digital funding, unconstitutional and racist. Trump said he is ending a little-known internet initiative the former Biden buried in his 2021 $1 trillion infrastructure law. They're using DEI to give people internet based off their race. Oh, yeah. And Trump is putting an end to that. You give free people internet because you're black, you're brown, you're white, or not white, you're red, whatever, you're yellow. You get free internet based off your race because of this DEI bullshit. That's thank God he's going to put a stop to that. Oh, a judge will be having something to say with that too. These Democrats will sue for everything and use the taxpayers' money to do it with nobody's giving them permission except these idiot liberals. And Monday, I'm going to talk to you about everything that I'm going on Facebook and these idiots and what they're saying. Oh, yeah. And the one kid said, what did he say? Instead of a real job, you got to show that nobody watches. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So obviously he doesn't know because he's an idiot liberal. They got no balls to come in here and face me and say anything to me about it. What about the $590,000 that AOC owes to the Social Security office from collecting 14 years of dead family members? I did not see that, David. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up for Monday, man. Thank you for that one. All right, here we go. I got one from Donald Trump about MSNBC real quick. He posted this on Truth today. The worst, MSNBC is the worst there is on television. Misrepresentation is so far knowingly off in their statements about him and tariffs that it should be considered a major campaign violation. They are nothing less than an arm of the Democratic National Committee, and their truths are incredible. Real losers. Their ratings are down the tubes, but the pressure is on them doesn't give them the right to lie and cheat. This is what he needs to do. He needs to get the FAA or FCC on them, pull their license and get them the hell out of there, or at least suspend them for a while, make them lose billions of dollars. That'll teach them. Punishment is the only way to do it. And the only way to punish them is take away their money. That's the only way to punish these idiots. All right, where we got here? Oh, here we go. Tom Homan, Border Czar, delivers a savage response to AOC after she taunts him with a challenge during a town hall. She challenges him and tells him, "Come after me." Take a listen.
You in a town hall last week. Watch.
When we first did one of these seminars, Tom Homan, then acting director of ICE, said that he was going to threaten to refer me to DOJ because I'm using my free speech rights in order to advise people of their constitutionally guaranteed protections, and he may want to do it again today. And to that I say, come for me.
Tom, come for me, she said.
I take pleasure. I can live in her mind rent-free every day. But we all know exactly what she's doing. Like I just said, she's educating the worst of the worst, how to invade law enforcement. But the tables have now turned. She's educating people how to get prosecuted. Because you have a final order, it is illegal to not comply with that order. It's a crime to take steps to not comply with ICE removal orders or not comply with ICE actions taken in custody. You can't hinder your own removal that was ordered by the federal judge. I would like AOC to read Title 8, United States Code 1253, because it's starting tomorrow.
Do you anticipate other?
Yeah. I wish he would just send them over there, ICE over there, to arrest her dumb ass. She is aiding and abetting criminals. What else do you need? And David talked about the AOC owing money to the Social Security office. Well, now, of course, we can't believe this. Check your facts and PolitiFact, Bullshitico, PolitiFact, both said she did not cash the checks. I don't believe a damn word they say. Nobody else is saying anything. Snoop says it. Yeah, that she was cashing grandmother's Social Security checks. And of course, they're trying to fact check and saying no. Of course, they're not going to say that she did. But thank you for that too, David. All right, here we go. Keep going. Illegal deported by Trump, now accused of planning satanic execution of children at a Lady Gaga concert. Oh, yeah. This person wanted to kill all the kids at the Lady Gaga concert. And this is the people, the nutcases that the Democrats are protecting. You believe that shit? This is ridiculous. All right. Let's keep going here. Here we go. Doge provides update on one of the biggest scams uncovered by the Musk team. Take a listen.
Hi, everyone. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, provided an update to one of the biggest scams uncovered by Elon Musk's team on Wednesday evening. DOGE says it has saved approximately $105 billion in a combination of asset sales, contract, lease cancellations and renegotiations, fraud and improper payment deletion, grant cancellations, interest savings, and other workforce reductions.
Just a few hours after we got into their headquarters, we found that their chief accountant had actually deleted over 1 terabyte of accounting records from several years. So you'd have to ask the question, well, why would somebody do that? The Doge team, fortunately, was able to recover that data with the help of a few great employees at the Institute of Peace. And I think the most troubling thing was they received $55 million a year from Congress, and any money that went unspent, instead of returning that to Congress, they would sweep it into a private bank account, which had no congressional oversight. And that's what they would use to fund things like events at their headquarters and the private jets. And so I think it's a great example because most Americans don't know what's going on at a lot of these smaller agencies. And this is, I think, the most extreme case of some of the wasteful spend that we're finding.
The Democrats are angry that DOGE is saving American taxpayers money, so they devised a scheme to stop Elon Musk and his team. DOGE faced constant attacks due to false defamatory rhetoric from elected officials and the media. There are currently nearly a dozen lawsuits challenging DOGE over its authority, data access, and privacy laws.
Isn't this ridiculous? They know they're caught. They know that they had their hands in the till, and this is why they do it. Haven't heard that. Heard Crockett and her family have been cashing Social Security checks for dead grandmother. They all have, and that's why they're pissed. That's why all this is going on, Tammy. Well, it says that the information was coming from a satire website on AOC. Yep. I can believe it. This is why they're mad. That's why all the lawsuits, because they know they're caught. They're done. Dirty old government exposed. Exactly right, Sean. All right, a couple more articles. We're going to just go over real fast. Biden tells The View he wasn't surprised that Harris lost, but blamed sexism and racism over people voting, saying they didn't vote her because of sexism and racism. Are you kidding me? These Democrats and these liberals will use that excuse over and over again, just like when they call us racist and bigots and all that kind of stuff, fascist and all that. They have nothing else to go off of. And this is what's great. And then it's what is that on Vic's show tonight on the Rebel Chicks with the Cause? Jasmine Crotchet, yes, that one, said that we are violent, not BLM, not Antifa, none of them. They're not violent. No, they're not violent at all. It's us that are violent. I want her to show me one time where the Republicans went there and burned down cities and got violent and attacked people for no reason. I want to show them that. Man, I wish we could get anywhere near these people when they go in front of a camera. I just would love to know that one time so we can confront them right to their face. But nobody will allow that to happen. All right. Nope, I erased it. Sorry. I'm not going over that one either. Liberals are melting down over Trump's military parade plan, calling it an authoritarian. Trump wants to have a parade on, when is it? In June for the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army. But that's authoritarian because he wants to have a parade for our military. What's the difference between Memorial Day and all those Independence Day, all those stuff? What's the difference between this and that? Because it's not the Democrats, and they know that Trump is going through the roof on wins, and they hate it. Her big lips are begging to be busted. And no shit there, Sean. Got that right. Let's keep going here real quick. This was a good one. A censured lawmaker, and it's a Democrat, I believe, urges the Supreme Court for intervention as transgender athletes dominate girls' track meet in Maine. Why isn't somebody being arrested for this? Allowing men to compete in women's sports when it is now an executive order of President Trump that they don't. Why isn't that governor, the mayor, whoever being arrested that's allowing this to happen? They need cuffed. And this piece of shit, Bill Gates, pledges to give away his money, all of his wealth, and close his foundation in 2045. That man going to probably be dead in 2045. And his money's going to be spent up. He ain't going to have no wealth. And he should be in prison anyways. Flag Day. Yeah. What's wrong with all that? But it's not okay for Trump to celebrate our military because they don't want our military. That's why they keep trying to destroy our military. I would never hit a ghetto fabulous hoe unless I had to. She ain't no ghetto. She just acts like a ghetto. All right, guys, let's laugh the night away now, guys. There's too much bullshit. News keeps rolling in. I just think I just saw something come into my email here a second ago. Listen to this. Texas, you gotta love Texas, don't you guys? I just love it, and I've never been to Texas, but I am planning on making it there. Texas secures nearly $1.4 billion settlement with Google over data privacy rights. Bingo! Right there it is. There's one that just came in. What's the other one? Trump hits at cutting China tariffs to 80% ahead of trade talks. That's a deal of the man right there. Nope, that's my update on my software for my computer. I got to do that tomorrow. All right, that's the last two that's in there. All right, let's have some fun, guys. Let's have some fun. We got to roll this next 22 minutes out in fun. Bringing comedy back one blind man at a time. Take a look at this. I got cracked up over this. You guys, I hope you guys are going to love this because this was funny as shit. Take a look.
In this town, you can't talk about gay people. Everybody gets all worked up. Stop it. They're sensitive. Why? Because they suck dick? Stop it. Okay, because they suck dick, they get to have a parade and fuck up traffic for 3 days.
I guess they do.
What the fuck is that? Girls, y'all suck dick. Where's your parade? Right. Where's your parade?
Everybody.
And don't get it twisted. Right? I'm not homophobic, okay? I'm just saying, okay, I ain't willing to take a 15-mile detour so little bunny foo-foo can walk up and down the street going, yay for dick, I like it in the butt. Now when gas is $2.23 a gallon, fuck you, Bubbles. Go suck dick in your bedroom. I ain't got no problem there. Just get the fuck out of the road.
You stupid, man.
And gay people just take shit that used to be everybody's and make it gay.
They do.
Remember when you was a kid, you just draw a picture of your house, you put a nice big rainbow in the sky? Gay. They done took the rainbow. I want the rainbow back. You can't have the rainbow, goddammit. We didn't vote on this shit. I didn't get an email. Fuck you greedy bastards. How many colors do you need, goddammit? You already got pink. Now you need the whole fucking spectrum? Jesus Christ. And what the fuck does a rainbow have to do with sucking dick anyway? Ain't like it's magically delicious, huh, girl? Right? And if you gay and you're all worked up, well, guess what? It's just a fucking joke. Even though personally I do want the rainbow back, it's just a fucking joke. Look, you can take a dick in the ass, you can damn sure take a joke. That's what I said. Yeah, that's right, I said it. What? Okay.
Man, Reverend made some words, man. I miss you, man. I know. Hope you're looking down. You make me laugh every time I watch you, man. If you like.
Oh, say my God, that's funny as hell right there. I'm sorry. Oh my God, that just popped up. I don't even know where it came from. All right, now this is another one that's funny as hell, and it's called Country versus Hip Hop. Take a listen, you'll love it.
Do gangsters scare me? Of course they do. But I will tell you who scares the shit out of me: country guys. Country guys scare me. Why? They got farm strength, camouflage, skills. They hang out at Bass Pro Shops looking for utensils to kill animals with their bare hands. Turn on the History Channel. They'll jump into a swamp in just jean shorts, wrestle an alligator 3 times their size. They'll make their own beef jerky. Do you guys know how fucked up it is to make your own beef jerky? Not that expensive. You could buy it at a gas station for under $1. But you're going to go out, kill an animal, skin it, gut it, dry it out. People are like, hey, what do you eat? Something I killed a year ago. Holy shit. Now, you give me a choice between a dark alley in Harlem at 3 in the morning. I'm in an alley taking a piss and I hear, what up, playa? It's going to scare me. But if I'm on the backwoods of Alabama camping, crickets chirping, stars out, nobody around for miles, I'm in the woods taking a piss in there. Howdy, y'all. Get me the fuck out of here. That number 1 just turned into a number 2 real quick.
Yeah, you like that guy? Yeah, that's fact, man. That's country guys. Oh yeah, that's us right there. All right, let's get some funny stuff going on here. Here, chasing midgets with a truck. Take a look.
Oh my gosh, you see them over there? Go scare them.
Oh, let's do it. Oh,
God,
scream! We had to have some of our midget stuff in there, man. We had to have that. All right, I think this is Charlie Kirk asking what's about a woman again. I think that's what it is. Take a look.
You're a stochastic terrorist.
What is that?
You're targeting a minority group. You're targeting trans people
Got
specifically.
What is a woman?
That's a stupid ass question, dude. That's a dumb ass question.
What is a woman, college student?
What is a woman? Oh, you're talking to a college student instead of, like, I don't know, someone who has media training?
They can't answer what a woman is. It's not a trick question. What is a woman?
Someone who identifies as a woman.
What is that thing? You can't answer the question with the question. It's like saying, what is the sun? The sun is something that looks like the sun. What is a woman?
It's a socially identified as a woman.
No, you can't answer the question with, define the woman without saying woman.
It's a social woman is defined by social. Does it even fucking matter?
No, but what is that thing? What is a woman? This is not a trick question, everybody. You're in college, paying for an education. What is a woman?
How about you talk to someone with media training? How about you talk to someone
You don't need media training. It's not a trick.
Well,
what is a woman? You can't answer the question with the... It's like... What is a man?
See? These are the future of our country. That's why I said we're going to have Charlie Kirk back on here, because it shows how much this country is in danger from kids like this. This country is... I'm glad I'll be dead soon, because I don't want to live through this. Oh, no. I could not live through this. All right. Where are we at here? I'm going to skip Biden. We're not going to listen to that demented for now. If you guys have never heard of Anatoly, I'm going to show you this one. It's only a minute long. Anatoly is a weightlifter, but He has got stupid powers. I don't want to call it something and try to offend people, but retarded power. Have you ever heard that? Retarded strength. I know you guys have heard about it, but I want you to watch him. And he goes after these power lifters, and he's pretending to be a janitor. But take a look at this. He is ripped to shreds. And when I used to lift, I was watching him all the time, and it came back up again, so I started watching him. But take a look at this and what this man can do. He's got strength. He's strong anyways, but unbelievably strong. Take a look.
Biceps. Same biceps today. I'm doing like this.
Pay attention to his mouth.
You need to use your weights and eat more. Can you just hold them up, please? I will use like this one, is okay? This one is good or? Nice set. Cool. Is it okay? I will just try with you.
Man, it's not for kids.
Kids? I'm not a kid. How long you have been training for this weight?
Man, I've been training with like 5 years now.
But I'm doing 10 years mapping.
10 years, man. Yeah. This is just a mob, bro.
Can you just hold them up, please?
Like 40 kg mob.
What do you mean, the 40 kg map? Like?
Yeah.
This is like the same weight, I think. For the 40s, I'm doing like biceps.
This man, he is totally ripped, but he has got massive strength. And if he would, he's ripped, but he's small. But he can outdo these guys that have been powerlifting forever. And it makes it effortless. Oh, he's awesome. He's got a ton of videos out there. And I love watching him. He can embarrass big weightlifters. All right, what do we got? Entitled Black Liberal crashes. What is this? Crashes on here. Let's take a look.
Does this keep America great?
Okay.
If you're forcing girls and women to have pregnancies that they either do not want, cannot afford, or in my case, you are having children that are born with all kinds of abnormalities.
Okay, great question. Let me start with the first one. I do not think that loan forgiveness is fair to everybody. Because what about the people like myself, which my graduate degree I paid off? Mm-hmm. Where's my money at? A lot of these other people that worked while they were in college to pay a debt that they agreed to assume, and they don't get any benefit from
I'm a public librrian, sir.
I'm just saying.
I work for the people. Me and Kamala have only had one. We've only had one client that we've ever worked for, and that's the people.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that for all the people that have worked hard, just like you did, but paid their loan off, what do they get in return?
I was paying my loans?
No, I'm saying that they paid it off. They paid it off. What do they get in return? They got screwed.
Cool.
No,
I want to hear what you have to say about abortion, though.
I'm going to get to that point. You asked me 2 questions.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to that point.
No, I didn't ask that first one.
Well, you made a statement.
I made a statement. Okay, my second one was a question.
I want to rebut your statement, and then I'm going to get to the board. I got plenty of time. Okay?
All right.
So the first portion is that I don't think it's right that they just completely are going to forgive, and they say they're going to forgive. That's going to go on the taxpayer dollar. They didn't really forgive you. They're going to assume that debt that the taxpayer had to pay for.
I'm a public librarian.
Of that is free.
I'm a librarian.
I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's not fair to do that. They're
I'm a
only
librarian.
buying votes by saying they're going to forgive your student loans.
I'm a librarian.
Ma'am, that's not an argument.
No, it's the fact. I'm a librarian.
Well, they're good for you.
Yeah, great.
Thank you for your service.
Not just good for me.
Can we continue the conversation?
It's great. It's great for community.
Now, listen. They only did that to buy votes. That's all they did.
I'm a librarian.
They want to make sure that young people are enthusiastic about voting for them, so they go, we're going to forgive you of this, we're going to forgive you of that. It's not good for the national debt. It's not good for the country.
The national
and
debt.
It's not fair.
Trump ran up. Okay, I'm a librarian, though, but go ahead.
I'm like, are you trolling me? Are you like really?
Who gives a shit if she's a librarian? That's all she has to say. I'm a librarian. What the... Who cares? Nobody cares if you're a freaking librarian. Doesn't make you smart to be a librarian. It means you can put books on a shelf. Dumb bitch. Wow. Only cares about murdering children. Exactly, Harris. Exactly, retarded bitch. And we're allowed to say that now because Trump said we could call retarded people. Oh, yeah. No, he didn't. I'm just kidding. The liberals will freak out if they say that. Oh, Trump said we could call the MAGA people could call him retarded now. Well, you are retarded, dumbass. No, he didn't. Exactly, Texas John. Grandkids are screwed unless we get things turned around in these colleges. Got that right. Librarian. Don't worry, I'm a librarian. All right. We got some Tim Conway and Harvey Korman. Wait until you see this. This is great stuff.
Also entitles you to a clock you can take with you, use while we're fixing yours, too. You got all kinds. Little one, you want a little one? You got one that's shape of an owl. Shape of an owl? Doesn't have any hands. This is the hour. This is minutes. Want to see 2:45? Got one that's a horse. A horse stomach in there. Got some in from Australia. Yeah, they're all in the shape of a koala.
They are the funniest people ever out there. Oh, it's unreal, guys. You can see a lot of their stuff on here, and it's so great. All right, guys. I need the second caller to call into my phone for a prize to win this t-shirt. So give me a second caller while we're watching Jeff Dunham meet Spooky Old Man.
Oh, shut the hell up! This is not my idea. Good evening, Walter. Do I look like Walter? You look like a Walter Frankenstein. Well, then call me Crankenstein. All right, Crankenstein, you look good. No, I don't. I look like a cross between Hillary Clinton and the Hulk. No offense, Hulk. You don't look like either one of them. Then I look like Gumby in a nursing home. How about that? That would make you Pokey. Get it? You're an ass. I got it. It's pretty good. Yeah, I've been working on that. That's my angry sound. Yeah. Here's my happy sound. Here's surprised. Here's gay. If you don't like the costume, then why'd you pick this one? We were supposed to dress as whatever scared us as a kid. Oh, so for you that was Frankenstein. Actually, it was a Catholic priest, but... But everybody gets mad when I offend the Mexicans. Walter, are you ever happy? You should hope not. Why? Can you imagine me coming out here in a good mood? Hi, everybody, I'm Walter, and life is peachy. You'll be working at Starbucks in a fucking week. Why? Language, English. And you didn't even have to push one to hear it. You know, Walter, these people came here to be entertained. Not all of them. You know, there's a handful of guys sitting out there right now whose wives are like, oh, come on, we have to go see the middle-aged dumbass and his dolls. And now those guys are sitting out there right now going, son of a bitch. It's a middle-aged dumbass and his dolls. And now you're playing dress up with your dolls. When's the tea party, Ken? Middle-aged dumbass. Which part of that did you not like the most? Middle-aged or dumbass? What do you think? Well, you're only as old as you feel, but dumbass is in the DNA. You know, speaking of age, you're not exactly young anymore. Hey! Let's think about this for a second. How long have I been in the show? 24 years. 24 years! So anybody who might have seen our show 24 years ago, yeah, I look exactly the same. You do not. Yeah, this show started out young man, old man. Pretty soon we're going to be the stinking Sunshine Boys. I used to give you dating and marriage advice. Not too long from now, we're going to be on stage comparing colonoscopies. You know, Walter, age is a state of mind. Not when your ass starts leaking. Yeah, there's a couple of old farts in the front row going, yeah, he's right, Marge, my ass is leaking, he's right. And then after that, you're going to die. I'll be on the shelf somewhere. Well, no more nightly prostate exams.
Now, that was funny. Now, we did not receive another caller on this one. We did get one call. We did not receive another call for the free t-shirt. Oops, that's my glasses in the way there. So, okay, I got time for one more. Let's see who we're going to get. You guys ever hear of Rodney Dangerfield? Right? I know you did. Take a listen to him.
And smoking, that's another one. Try to stop smoking. That's a beauty, huh? Well, with cigarettes, my wife and I, we made a deal, my wife and I. We only smoke after sex. I got the same pack now since 1975. What bothers me is my wife. She's up to 3 packs a day. I'll tell you the truth, my wife and I, we never have sex. Now, we get undressed, we can't stop laughing, you know. But I'll tell you one thing, when my wife does have sex, she screams. Ooh, especially when I walk in on her. Ooh. Now, you kid, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick, out the window, you know?
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Guys, I appreciate it. Maybe next week we'll get better people to start better lines and somebody will call in to win. But I am giving the shirt away to somebody over in Getter, believe it or not. But thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us in chat. It's been great. It's gone awesome, you guys. I want you to guys have the great weekend. And I'm going to have myself a blast. I just bought a slushy machine that's going to make me some nice cold adult beverages tonight. And we will have some more great videos next week. And we're going to have a blast with these videos. So until this week, next weekend, guys, until Monday, please have a great weekend. Be safe. I'll catch you back here on Monday. With that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. And so, Patriots, that brings us to the end of another great episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. Tonight, we have navigated the explosive reactions to AOC, uncovering monumental government scam courtesy of Doge, and we opened the lines of powerful voices to our listeners, but nobody called in today, so we'll try it again on Monday. We've closed out the week with a potent dose of truth and renewed sense of purpose. Let this evening's podcast fuel your weekend with clarity and conviction. May the truth we've shared resonate and empower you as you engage with the world around you. As the weekend unfolds, remember that the principles we discuss here are the bedrock of our nation, and your continued engagement is vital. Join me once again Monday evening for another powerful episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. I'll be back ready to dissect this week's unfolding events, challenge the prevailing narratives, and champion the values that will guide America forward. Don't forget, Mondays are always the weekend updates. We'll have a lot to go over, I'm sure, about it. So until Monday night, guys, stand strong, stay informed, and let the spirit of American liberty resonate within you. I look forward to our next conversation on Monday. So until then, have a great rest of your evening. Have a great weekend, and I will see you back here live on Monday. Good night, everyone.